how important mental health resources are in our area, and in just a couple of weeks, you could be a part of StRides Against Suicide and Overdose. So joining me now is Larry Pincus. He is a licensed therapist. Larry, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about this event. This is a big deal, very important one.
Yes, well, on August 4th, we're going to have our 5th annual StRides Against Suicide and Overdose event. And we have bike rides from 10 miles up to 100 miles. And then we also have walks and runs, a 1 mile walk and a 5K run and walk as well.
So there's a little bit of something for everyone. There's also some entertainment, some fun moments for people too, right?
Yes, we have the Head Honchos band, a local blues and rock and roll band is going to be playing. And we give lunch and T-shirts to all the participants.
And as a licensed therapist, let's talk about what you're seeing right now, because I know sometimes they're tough subjects. People don't always want to talk about it, but they need to talk about it because you're seeing this every day, right? Impacting families.
Absolutely. The saddest thing are clients coming in and telling us about all the suicides and overdoses they've experienced, and the reason behind, those are the reasons behind why they're so depressed. And we also, and I always wish that there was some way that we could have impacted or helped those people before they were so desperate that they ended their life. And we also see, we have, like 26-year-olds get kicked off of their parents' insurance. They might have a really good job, but they can't afford the therapy, you know, or people who lose their job, or people who lose their Medicaid services, and they're already in therapy. We certainly are not going to kick them out of therapy, but then how do you help them pay for the cost of the therapy? So all the money that's donated to StRides then goes in the form of scholarships to the people who need financial aid for their therapy.
And this is life-changing. That really is something amazing. You said in the last 4 years you've raised about $40,000 too, right?
Yes, and last year we donated $10,000 in scholarships, but we got requests for $150,000 in financial aid in Porter and LaPorte counties.
So that need is there, and that is so great. Are you also seeing young children, because that's kind of the national themes we're seeing, that younger kids are sadly getting these suicidal ideologies and they're getting depressed, earlier and earlier. Is that true to what you're seeing?
Absolutely. The suicide is the second leading cause of death in the state of Indiana for 15 to 34-year-olds. And if you then include all the overdoses, it's the #1 cause of death for the younger populations. So it's very scary. And there's 8-year-olds and 10-year-olds who are riding their bikes out in front of traffic in order to try to kill themselves.
Oh my goodness. And so these are conversations that need to happen. I know sometimes families have a hard time starting those conversations. So I imagine at this event, this is a great way for families to connect too, right?
Yes, and we're also featuring Michelle Bullington, who is the State Director of Suicide Prevention. She's both going to be running in the 5K, and then she's going to be addressing the crowd and talking after the runners and walkers complete their event, as well as when the bikers come back. And
I believe we have some photos from years past. We're looking at this now. Quite a lot of people turn out, and it's for all ages. Dogs can come too?
That's Pete, our therapy dog.
Oh, I love that. And there's the rock band, so there's some food, drinks too?
Yes.
A little bit
drinks
of something for
and
everyone.
People can buy ice cream from Valpo Velvet. So we just try to make it a fun day. But as you say, you can't really do anything about a problem unless you you talk about it and acknowledge it.
Absolutely.
And fortunately now with the Olympics on the verge of starting, you know, people like Simone Biles and Michael Phelps are talking about how important therapy is and how it helped them make their comebacks from their depressed states. So as the athletes start talking about that, it's making it okay, and then we're hoping that we can continue the conversations so that we can, people will feel more comfortable coming forward and getting therapy.
They are heroes in more ways than one. How can people at home get involved?
Well, they can go on StRides.give.org, or they can we can hold this up. Scan into the our QR code right here, and they can register for our event, or they can donate money. And again, happening August 4th from 8 a.m. to 4. Larry, we so appreciate you being on here. I know it's going to help a lot of people, even to have those scholarships to get more people the help they need, so people know that they're not alone, right? We appreciate you being here. Thank you for having us. Yes, we'll be right back. All this information, by the way, will be on our website too.